Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Select the Snows podcast. I'm your host, Kaitlin.
I'm your host, Anna.
We're back after a hiatus.
Let's just explain what happened.
Yes. So, the reason for me is that my immune system was failing me. So, I was sick
Mhm.
for it almost felt like the entire month.
Yeah. Well, you were sick when I was able to film, and
Yeah.
then you got over your sickness when I wasn't able to film. And my reasoning was I was filming, and then I had my travel period, and now I'm back home for a little bit, and I told no one. No one knows when I'm back home. But then basically by the time we post this, I won't be able to see anyone. So I'll be back in London.
Today, we're going to be talking about our March book, A Man
Yeah.
Called Ove.
Mhm.
But before we get to it, Anna, what is your current obsession?
My current obsession is a little bit of backstory on this. I went to one of my friends' bridal showers. Um,
Shout out
Kaniali,
Kaitlin.
shout out Kaniali, bridal showers. I surprised her, very
Mm.
proud. Complete surprise. And we got to take some um, teacups because it was like tea party themed. And I snagged this guy, and it's so
It's so
cute.
pretty.
It's made in Japan, and I think if I remember correctly, there wasn't a um a saucer that went with this one, or I forgot to get it. If, um, but I went thrifting the other day, and I found this, and I was like,
It
how
matches perfectly.
how freaking perfect is that? It's like it's not
The
white,
gold.
it's like this eggshell yellow
Hmm.
with the purple flowers and the gold trim. Are you kidding me? And
The
it like
gold trim is my favorite.
it looks like a set.
Yeah.
So that's my current obsession. And what about you, Caitlin? What's your current obsession?
My current obsession is Ray's new album. It came out a couple of days ago and is a straight up masterpiece.
Mm, I haven't listened to it.
It's so good. Like, if it doesn't win any awards, it's rigged. There's this one song off the album. There's a feature from Hans Zimmer.
Ooh,
Uh, Yeah, and that
interesting.
song is my favorite from the album.
Oh, okay.
I recommend all to listen to it. And Anna, what book are you currently reading? I almost said current obsession again.
Um, I am currently reading, what am I currently reading? Oh, I'm currently reading Icebreaker still. I did improve on that a little bit. I'm at 17%, not the first couple of pages. So we've made improvement on that one. And then
Yes.
I have two more to add. I went to Copperfield's the other day and I picked up Precipice, which looks
Hmm.
like this. Takes place in London, of course, and it's by Robert Harris, the author of Conclave,
Hmm.
which was like a massive, massive film last year. Um, and I can just read you the summary real quick. Summer 1914, a world on the brink of catastrophe. In London, 26-year-old Venetia Stanley, aristocratic, clever, bored, and reckless, is a fast, oh my God, is part of a fast group of upper crust bohemians and socialites known as the Coterie. She's also engaged in a clan, cland, how do you say that word? Clandestine? Clan, clan, clandestine?
Clandestine?
Clandestine? Yeah. Clandestine love affair with the Prime Minister H.H. Asquith, a man more than twice her age. Ooh, throwback to
Ooh.
twice his age.
Half his
Um,
age.
or half his. He writes to her obsessively, sharing the most sensitive matters of state. As Asquith reluctantly leads the country into war with Germany, a young intelligence officer with Scotland Yard is assigned to investigate a leak of top secret documents. Suddenly, what was a sexual intrigue, um, becomes a matter of national security that could topple the British government and alter the course of political history. Precipice is another electrifying thriller from a brilliant imagination of Robert Harris, an unrivaled master of seamlessly weaving fact and fiction. Ooh. And
Ooh.
then, so that's Precipice. And then this one, I got A Peculiar Combination, which is also London. Um, First rule, don't lose your concentration. Electra McDonnell and her family earn a living by breaking into homes of the rich and picking the locks of their safes. It may technically not be legal, but with World War II in full swing, Uncle Mick's locksmith business can't pay the bills anymore. Second rule, don't make mistakes. So when Uncle Mick receives a tip about a safe full of jewels in an empty house, he and Ellie can't resist. All is going as planned until the pair is caught red-handed. But instead of arresting them, government official Major Ramsey has an offer. Either Ellie agrees to help him break into a safe and retrieve blueprints crucial to the British war effort, or he turns her over to the police. Third rule, don't get caught. Ellie doesn't care for the Major's imperious manner, but she has no choice. However, when they locate the safe, they find it open and empty, and a German spy dead on the floor beside it. Soon, Ellie and Major Ramsey are forced to put aside their differences to unmask the double agent and stop the Allied plans from falling into enemy hands.
Ooh.
Both sound really good.
Mhm.
And
Yay.
then, Caitlin, what is your current read?
Okay. I haven't been reading for the entirety of March. I know, gas. It's a shock. But again, I was sick. I was quite literally on my deathbed.
Mhm.
But because I am going back into reading, I decided to pick up like a favorite of mine to like give me that push. So I decided to pick up Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Ooh,
Now, let's get into our book review for A Man Called Ove. Do you want to start with your thoughts first?
sure. Um, I thought this book was really good. I thought it was very similar to this idea that I had called To Be Frank.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a grumpy old man who goes through life and doesn't like um, tech
Change.
advances
Mm-hmm.
and doesn't like people and kind of lives on his own and or not lives on his own. He has a wife, but is is very similar to this book. Actually, I was talking to one of my um classmates named Tutu. Shout out Tutu if you're watching this. Um, he was like, your story reminded me of this book called A Man Called Ove. And I was like, shut up. That's our book of the month. And so it was just like all these parallels coming into one.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this book. I like how it very different switch up from what we've read
Yeah.
before. I'm more of a mystery rom-com, you know, kind of
Mm-hmm.
person, thriller. And this was very more contemporary, I guess, more real
Yeah.
and honest, and goes into death and makes us contemplate life and time and love and
Yeah.
how much we have with a person.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and also like if we're so caught up in this one person that we overlook other things in our life.
Yeah.
Um, and I feel like it's a beautiful book, really.
Hmm.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the same thoughts. I really love this book.
Hmm.
Um, read the book, I cried.
Oh,
I watched the movie and I also cried.
I haven't seen the movie.
The movie,
I didn't shed tears, but they were filling
like the
up.
watery eyes.
Yeah.
I feel as if like the movie definitely made me cry more than the
Hmm.
book.
Okay.
Tom Hanks did such a wonderful job portraying him.
I'll have to watch it.
Uh,
I don't
yeah,
know.
you have to. And like my other favorite fact is that Tom Hanks' son actually played the younger version of him in the movie.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, we didn't know that. That's cool.
yeah. And I really love how Fredrick, the author, portrayed like he balanced like sorrow and comedy
Yeah.
so well. He balanced
Yeah.
that so well. Like the
Yeah.
book was making me laugh at one
Yeah.
point and then like crying
Yeah.
emotional in the other.
It's like when someone does something unintentionally comedic,
Yeah.
it's like not stand-up comedy, haha, like trying to make you laugh. It's
Yeah, it's not force.
yeah.
It's just
It's like it's funny because it's not trying to be funny.
yeah.
Um,
I really loved how he didn't portray Ove as a grumpy man, like two-dimensional grumpy man. Like
mhm.
he wasn't just grumpy because he was, but he was grumpy because like he had all this grief and isolation from
Yeah.
losing his wife.
Yeah.
And so he was just going through it alone.
Yeah. And
And
it has a backstory. Like, and
yeah,
you never know what this is what I was saying, like it makes you think.
yeah.
Like it makes you contemplate. You never know what someone is going through. Like they could
Mhm.
be grumpy because their wife just died. Like
Yeah.
you don't know.
Yeah, I really loved how the book like slowly uh portrayed what Ove was going through, like peeling back the layers of his
Yeah.
past.
Like we understand him more
Yeah.
as it goes on. Like at first you're like, why is he such a bitch? Like, oh my God. Like and like
Yeah.
why is he like this? And then at the end you're like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I understand.
I also loved how the book portrayed all types of love. Like he portrayed like romantic love, friendship, like
Mhm.
familial,
Mhm.
especially through like his neighbors.
Especially the neighbors. Let's talk about the
Yeah.
neighbors real quick.
Hmm.
Do you want to?
Let's talk about the neighbors. Silence. I really love how the neighbors were like sunshine to O's like thundercloud, stormy. They were like the
You know what
sunshine that came through.
it made me think of that one episode in New Girl where they get new neighbors. No, they invited Jess, but they were keeping Schmidt out of it because they he in his mind it was because he was old.
Hmm.
But he was trying to get in and like the neighbors seem so cool and Schmidt is like this like why don't they like me? And then the neighbors are like, we don't like you because you're old. We don't like you because of your personality. I also really liked because the neighbors they're young, right? They're
Yeah.
young neighbors. So I
Like they're
liked
like late 20s, early 30s.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I liked that contrast between Ove being the old man and
Me too.
his constant fight of change and technology
Yeah.
and then bringing in the young neighbors who understand that level
Yeah.
and being like, "Hey, we don't care that you're like old. We want to get to know you, man."
Going off on that, I loved how even though no matter how much Ove tried to push them away, they kept like pushing their way in. Like they kept doing everything they could. I really loved how the author didn't like shy away from talking about grief, but also he tried to like dilute the topic with humor.
Yeah.
But
It was done in a tasteful way. Because
yeah,
sometimes like when you go through something like that,
some
you
people
cover it
like,
up with
yeah, with
comedy
humor.
as a way to cope. And then I also really loved how Ove, when he's making decisions, he based his decisions on what Sonia would have wanted. And she's like this constant um life compass for him.
Hmm.
Like she's still there after her death,
Yeah,
and he's constantly thinking of her and what she would have wanted to guide his life. So I really like how that was done.
me too.
A beautiful reminder that people never really leave us.
Yeah, I really love this book. I think it's like one of the books that will stay with me. I think it's a book everyone should read.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. It is the not only the book of the month, but is it a New York Times bestseller?
Yes, it is
Humanity.
a number one New York Times bestseller.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's just human.
Also, I want to point out that the movie they changed Ove's name to Otto. So instead of A
Hmm.
Man Called Ove, it's called A Man Called Otto.
Interesting. Why
They
did they
also
do that?
changed, I think because the original book is Sweden? Norwegian? Sweden?
Yeah, Swedish. Yeah.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
changed it to like American.
Oh, of course. Of
Yeah.
course. Hollywood. Okay, I have a question. On the list of pros and cons, what was on the cons list for you?
Mm. I guess the only thing that I can think of is making like amplifying the side characters more, like giving
Yeah.
them
I
more
was
yeah, make them
I was into
more
that.
make them more dimensional than they were.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like I that was also my con is the characters felt
They were just there
very
to help.
they were there to help him grow
Yeah.
and not like their own character. Like
Hmm.
it it felt very like placed. Like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
going through something. I'm here to
Hey.
help. Like, like it felt very they're there
Like
for a
pick and
reason.
drop.
They're living their own lives. Like I want to see the messy details of them. I want to see
I
more
want to see
of
like their
the extra
frustrations.
characters. Exactly. Yeah. Like they're not these like
Happy-go-lucky fellows.
exactly. Like every I feel like that would have made it more dimensional is
Hmm.
if we had seen the struggles of the extra characters more because then
Hmm.
it's not just Ove,
Yeah.
like it's
Because
everyone.
like even though they're happy-go-lucky on the outside, I'm pretty sure because of Ove, they had their own struggles of like why isn't he like why isn't he accepting our help, their frustrations, their
Mm.
etc.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's different, but like
Hmm.
to see their reaction to his denial, um, instead of just, like you said, happy-go-lucky. I mean, maybe that's why Ove is also so grumpy with them, is because they're so happy.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when I was in high school, I was in a depressive period of my life.
Hmm.
Um, and I remember just anyone who was happy, I was like, I want you to feel sad because I'm feeling sad.
Yeah.
I don't want you to feel happy because I'm not.
Hmm.
Um, and I really felt that with Ove.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't a a death per se in my life, but it was a similar emotion that I connected with. I was like,
Yeah.
I really feel that like pushing your feelings outward onto other people when it's just your emotions
Yeah. Projecting.
and like projecting, yes, exactly. Projecting negative feelings onto people who have like no
We're just like innocent
yeah.
bystanders.
Yeah, like you're happy, fuck you.
Yeah.
Um
It just like shows how good of a character like he's written as.
yeah. And also the development. Like
Yeah. Character
I
growth.
I love how it's not I love how it's just so subtle. Like his
Yeah.
reactions to things, his would you say like his speech changes as well? Like
Yeah.
his way of speaking?
In the beginning, he's like one or couple words answers, but
Yeah.
in the end, he started talking in actual sentences. What was your favorite quote from the book?
My favorite quote, I have it right here, is maybe he didn't write her poems or serenade her with songs or come home with expensive gifts. But no other boy had gone the wrong way on the train for hours every day because he liked sitting next to her while she spoke.
Aw, that's so cute.
Isn't it? Uh,
He
bring
loved her so much.
bring back yearning.
Be like, oh.
Ove. I love you, Ove. Be like Ove. What was your favorite quote?
I really like the quote. All people at root are time optimists. We always think there's enough time to do things with other people, time to say things to them, and then something happens, and then we stand there holding on to words like if.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good one. Yeah.
There were so many good quotes in this
So
book.
many. So many. You should see my Kindle highlights.
It's like every
The
other
entire
sentence.
book is highlighted.
And then what rating did you give this book?
My overall rating was 4.5 stars.
That
Um,
was my star
my
rating.
minus zero point 0.5 for the one-dimensional side characters that I wanted more
Yeah,
from.
that was
Yeah.
exactly mine. This book also reminds me of Carl from Up.
Yes.
Is it's just him.
And then the neighbors are the hello, my name is what was his name?
Uh,
The little Asian
my
Boy
name
Scout?
my name is Russell.
Russell.
Good afternoon.
Good
My name
afternoon.
is
That was it.
Russell,
Yep.
and I am a wilderness explorer in Tribe 54.
I love him. Oh,
Which Snellgirly Valley would you take with you this week?
to keep things slow and steady. I feel like that's very Ove. Um,
Yeah,
just to, I mean, also, it's also a snail girly value. Just to
yeah.
slow down. I'm on my break. I just need to, well, I might need to like start ramping things up because
You're
I need to
leaving
do shit.
soon.
I know,
Yeah.
I need to do shit. I need to do projects. I need to get back to people to speed up in a mindful way, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. To speed up, to get back into life in a way that doesn't overwhelm me. Yeah. What's yours? Was yours also City?
Yeah. But I also feel as if practicing self-care really connects with this.
Hmm.
Um, Especially like when it comes to mental health.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
come before yourself always comes first.
Be aware of what you need.
Yeah. If you need a break, take a break.
Hmm.
If you need, I don't know, ice cream,
Lemonade.
eat ice cream
If
or
you need
drink
sugar,
lemonade.
if you need salt, if you need iron pills, if you need sleep.
Is that just attacking me? So before we completely end this episode, we have our daily clues for our April book of the month. And my word is Japanese.
And my word is cat. Meow.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll have our reveal, our full reveal, our full book reveal on Instagram. And we are aware that it's already April, so we apologize.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and we hope that you liked our book review. Review, not reveal. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Goodbye.